and as she was running out, she bumped into Jessica and her books fell on the ground. Later at night time, she brought it to Bisola and Bisola said, "Hope you wash it well," and Adan said, "Yes." As Adan was about going to bed, Chioma asked, "Are you sleeping next to us?" And Adan said, "Yes, this is my bed space. It was given to me by the principal." And Adiego said, "You better not be a noisemaker, eh? This one you have already started making trouble on your first day." And Adan replied, "What trouble? It was a mistake, not like I did it on purpose." And Bisola said, "Please go away with your caricature shoes." And Adan said, "My mother gave me these shoes." And Bisola showed Adan her own shoes and said, "Look, my mother also gave me these shoes. Can you compare it with yours?" And Adan quickly replied, "Whatever," and she went to bed. The next morning, the dormitory prefect rang the morning bell to wake all the students up for class. As everyone heard the bell, they started running, getting prepared for class. And because they have limited bathrooms, everyone wants to be the first to bath and get ready for class. And whoever got to class late without marking the register, a score will be subtracted from their grade. And that morning, it was getting late and Adan has still not taken a bath yet. And because of that, she went to school that morning without taking a bath, so that the teachers will not say that the new student is not serious with school. But however, it was not as it seems. She did not brush her mouth as well. And when she got to the class, she was surprised to see Bisola, Chioma and Adiego already in class. That morning, Bisola and her friends woke up early and took their baths, and they did not attend class late. And as Adan was passing by their seats, Bisola said, "What is that smell? Did you not take your bath before coming to class?" And as Adan was trying to explain, a bad odor came out of her mouth. Bisola quickly covered her nose and said, "Please go away." And Chioma and Adiego burst into laughter. And as they were laughing, more students began to come into the class and asking what the matter was. And Bisola announced with a loud voice, "This dirty girl did not take a bath and she did not brush her mouth." And they all started laughing, and their noise got to one of the teacher's office. And he quickly came and said, "Lower your noises, please. My God, you all are better than this." And so Adan went to sit beside two boys, Imbola and Adebola. And as Adan was about to sit close to them, they said, "Please go away. We cannot sit with a girl who doesn't take a bath." And they started laughing and making fun of her, and they called her dirty girl. Adan, after hearing their bad words towards her, she felt sad and ran out of the class because she was shameful. And as she was running out, she bumped into Jessica and her books fell on the ground. Then Jessica said, "Why are you running like that? What is pursuing you?" And Adan said, "Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm going to my dorm." As she was going, Jessica stretched out her hands and said, "Wait." And then Jessica ran after Adan. When she caught up to her in the dormitory, she said, "What happened? Don't you want to attend class?" And Adan said, "They were making fun of me because I did not take my bath this morning." And then Jessica told her not to take anything they said to her seriously. And she said again, "My name is Jessica. I am a transfer student from the Brown School. Do you live in the city?" And Adan said, "No, I come from the village." And so that day, Adan and Jessica became friends. They sat together in class. They did homeworks together after class. Whenever Adan is on her bed space, Bisola and Adiego would make fun of her, calling her wash and wear, because Adan had only 5 clothing. Sometimes she would wash the same clothing and wear it after they are dried. And because of how they made fun of her, sometimes she would leave her dormitory and go to Jessica's dorm, and they would read together and study. On Saturday, Adan and Jessica were standing in the field inside the dormitory compound discussing when they saw a taxi moving towards them. As they were wondering who was in the taxi, Adan's mother, Chiamaka, quickly waved her hands to Adan through the windows of the taxi. Adan, after seeing her mother, she became overjoyed. When her mother came down from the car, she ran towards her mother and gave her a hug, and they were both so happy to see each other. Adan quickly introduced Jessica to her mother and told her Jessica has been a very good friend to her. However, Adan did not tell her mother how her classmates were making fun of her, so that her mother would not feel disappointed in the school and withdraw her from the school. But greatly, her mother brought her some provisions and some money as well. She said, "My daughter, manage this small money, Market is not moving too well." And Adan said to her mother, "Mama, it's okay, I will manage." Adan told her mother that the school promotion exam will start in 5 days. Her mother then told her to try her best for the exam, that if she did not pass the exam, the school will make her repeat the same class again. And so her mother went back inside the taxi, and as the car was leaving, Adan waved a sign of goodbye to her mother. And after that moment, Adan and Jessica went back to their dorm, and immediately they stepped inside. Bisola and Chioma and Adego began to laugh, and they said, "Birds of the same feather smell together," and they continued laughing. And Jessica quickly tapped Adan and said, "Just ignore them. They are annoying, I know, but it's for the best." And they both went to the library together from that moment to study for the exam. But however, even though Adan has not attended school in the past 3 years, she was very good in maths. As a market girl, she was good in calculations, selling for customers and giving them changes. At night time, Adan was reading and saying words out of her mouth. As she reads, Chioma started complaining. "Can you not read in your mind?" Chioma said. And Bisola said, "You are disturbing." And Adan quickly picked up courage and said, "Oh, you daughters of wealth, what have I done to you that I be treated this way? You made fun of me the first day at school. You called me dirty girl because I did not take my bath to class. What is the matter with you? You can have this place to yourself." And she walked away angrily that night. And Adego said, "What got into her? My gosh." Adan went outside the dormitory that night and she studied under the moonlight. She studied all through the night because the next day is the exam. In the morning, when everyone was leaving for class, they saw Adan sleeping outside and they started saying, "What is wrong with her?" And Jessica, when she saw Adan, she quickly walked up to her and woke her up. It was past 9 a.m. Adan quickly put on her uniform without bathing, and it was remaining her in the dorm. Meanwhile, the exam had started and the teachers were sharing the exam papers to the students when Adan came in. And as Bisola, Chioma and Adego saw her, they burst into laughter after seeing her dirty uniform and her rough hair. And the teacher asked, "What happened to you?" And Adan replied, "I woke up late." And the teacher said, "On a day like this, you cannot be waking up late. Did you not hear the prefect bell ring?" And she said, "No, I did not hear it." And the teacher said, "That's fine. Please find a seat." But no one wanted to sit with Adan. As all of them were refusing, when Adan turned, she saw Jessica sitting with another person. And Adan felt bad. But however, it was a promotion exam and every man and woman for themselves. And so Adan was left alone on a lonely seat. And when the first paper was given to her, it was maths and time was ticking. But luckily, most of what she read came out of the exam and she was happy and she started writing. She took her time and answered most of the questions and she was the last to finish. Later at evening time, Jessica went to discuss with Adan, asking her how the exam was to her. And she said, "My dear, the exam was not bad at all. I did the best I could." And while they were discussing, Chioma and Bisola was gossiping Adan. They said she came to the exam late and left the exam late. What an accuracy! And they started laughing again.